Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Trill Gates reporting for you from our nation's capital. Alaska's congressional delegation is hard at work here, back from their August recess, which they spent traveling all throughout the 49th state, listening to Alaskans. Today, I sat down one on one with U.S. Senator Dan Sullivan. We started off the conversation talking about the tragic assassination of conservative political activist Charlie Kirk.
I went to the memorial service for him here in the Capitol, and the speaker, in my view, gave a really important kind of words of wisdom. Let's have a debate. Let's make sure it's civil. I'm not going to attack you as some kind of evil person, but let's have a discussion.
I joined the senator at today's hearing by the Environment and Public Works Committee. Senator Sullivan spoke about the continuing glacial outburst flooding at Mendenhall Valley in Juneau.
It's a huge problem, and it's negatively impacting hundreds, if not thousands, of homes. Last summer, I went right after the floods. I was working immediately with the Corps of Engineers saying, you've got to get something short-term to fix this. So they got these HESCO barriers out in April.
Those barriers did make a difference when the glacial outburst flood hit last month, but they're not a permanent solution.
It's a complicated issue, but you saw in the hearing, I pressed them and they said, we're committed. Short term, more HESCO barriers, medium term and longer term, so the people of Juneau don't have to say, I'm going to have another flood every summer.
I also asked the senator if the Port of Nome is really going to happen.
Port of Nome's happening. I mean, it's happening, right? We need the Corps of Engineers to expedite the permitting on that. I pressed them on that. But that could be huge for our economy.
I asked the senator about the reported cuts to Medicaid as part of President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill, now called the Working Family Tax Cuts.
There's no cuts to Medicaid funding coming to our state from this bill. The good news is I was able to get a provision on a rural healthcare transformation fund that is going to be about $50 billion.
Clearly, Senator Sullivan is optimistic about the future of Alaska.
So, what do we have now? What I call the Alaska comeback.
Up next on my agenda, U.S. Senator Lisa Murkowski. That's Thursday here on Your Alaska Link. I talk with Alaska's senior senator about the many things Alaskans are thinking about: the economy, energy costs, healthcare, and more. That's coming up Thursday as part of our special assignment series, Your Alaska Link in D.C. Be sure to tune back in with us all this week. I'll be reporting from Washington, D.C. For today's news that's happening in Alaska, I'll turn it over now to Jennifer Lindgren.